Alright, welcome to another one of the world's best tutorials. Teach you how to make a menu, because why not? So I think the first thing you should do is, let's work on making the menu itself. So add a screen GUI into the starter GUI and name it main menu. And then inside of that, you want to add a frame. This is basically going to be where all your buttons and stuff are displayed, so make it about this big. And then go into the properties, change the anchor point to be 0.5, comma 0.5, and then change the position to be 0.5 and 0.5. That will put it in the middle of the screen, and then after you do that, you can just drag it down a little bit and name that frame button. Then duplicate that frame and move it upwards and name it title. So we have our title and our buttons. We'll make it look a lot nicer later. So first, we'll do the title. So you can add something called a UI corner, which is going to give it nice rounded off edges. And then size it however you'd want. You can change the radius as well if you want to be more rounded. I don't really mess with this a lot, but I don't know, say you want to look like that, you could do 110. And inside this title, add a text label and change its anchor point to be 0.5, 0.5, and then do the same thing to position 0.5, 0.5. Alright, so now we have a label and we have a cool thing around the label. Now let's make it so the text doesn't look like that. So name the text label title text, and then change the change text scale, make it enabled. Alright, now we can change the background color of the title to be a little more gray, the generic gray color everybody chooses. And then for the text, the title text, turn the background transparency all the way down. So put it to 1. Then you can change the text color 3 to be, honestly, whatever you want. I'm just going to do white because I'm basic. And then you can customize the font, make it look however you want it to look. So, I don't know. I'll do this. Oh yeah, you can scale this up so that the text fits a bit better instead of being super small. This looks bad. Let me change that font. Alright, you can change the text after you customize it to be whatever you want. You just put title. Alright, so you have this, which looks pretty generic, so let's make it look a little bit better. Inside the title, you can add a UI gradient. And you can change the color. So when you press on these, there should be there'll be 3 dots. You can change this and this. You can add little nodes in between by clicking, but I tend not to do that. So you can make your gradient like, I'll just do black and gray, like a gray and a gray, I mean. Then I'll rotate it, negative 90 degrees. Gives it like a little 3D look. And you can do the same thing to the text. You can copy and paste the gradient onto the text. And of course, you want to change it a little bit so it doesn't look the same. Actually, I'll just drag this. I'll just click to create a node, and then I'll do this. Because you can see it gives it like this shine looking effect. No, it looks cool. Alright, we could do the same thing to the buttons, except... Actually, no, we can literally just do the same thing to the buttons. Alright, so you can just... inside the title, you can copy the background color 3. And inside the title, you can copy the UI corner and UI gradient and put it inside of the buttons. Now we'll change the corner, of course. I think I'll put this like 0 or like 0.1, 0.05. You know what, that works, I think. You can change it to look however you want to look. And now we have to add the buttons. So inside of the buttons frame, add a text button. You know the drill. We're gonna center it by doing anchor point 0.5, 0.5, then position 0.5, 0.5. So now I have a button in the middle. So we're gonna decorate the button first before we duplicate it. So go into the title and we're just gonna steal from this text. So we're gonna copy that UI gradient, and then we're gonna go into our button. We're gonna paste it, and then we're going to add UI corner as well to the button. We like our corners. We could just steal it from here. Alright, so you have a button. Now we're gonna change background transparency to be the same as the frames, except that looks bad, so I'm gonna make it a little bit brighter. Actually, I have an idea. We're gonna make it darker, and then we're gonna make text bright. So go to the text button's text color 3, make it white, and then turn text scaled on. We're gonna change the font to whatever you want. I'm just gonna copy the same font I had, and I'm gonna do play. Instead of a play button. I don't really like the font, but yeah, just pick a better font than I did. This one looks goofy. Alright, actually don't do what I just did. Alright, so now you have your buttons in your frame. I'm gonna scale this down a little bit, and I'm gonna recenter it, so just go back to the position and do 0.5. 0.5. Except you didn't have to do it like that. I'm gonna move it back down. Alright, just the left one. So now we have the goofy title screen. So we'll do play, we'll do settings, and we'll add credits. Wait, let's name these buttons. It's gonna make it a little bit easier. So we have play button, we have settings button, and we have credits button. So now we made this like little simple title main menu thing. So we need to add the actual code for the setting. Well, not the code, but we need to build the frames for the settings and the credits. So for now, we're going to go over these, and we're going to turn the visibility off just while we're working. Add another frame, name it. Actually, no. You know what? Save us some work. Just copy the buttons frame and then paste it. Make it visible and name it settings. Settings. Yeah, we'll just do settings. Delete the. Actually, no, we can keep the buttons. You need them. I'm gonna delete the settings and credits because I'm only gonna add one thing you can interact with. So just copy what I'm doing. Just scale it up, delete the other two buttons, and move this play button down, and name it shadows. We'll add a little thing so you can disable the shadows. Name the play button to, it could be anything really. I'm gonna do shadow button. Sounds cool. Alright, so I don't really like that in the middle. We'll move it to the corner. Alright, so you have shadows. We need a little label because it looks a little bland. So steal the title text from the title frame, paste it into the settings frame, and you can scale it down. Put it at the top. Yeah, so we have our title for this frame, and we're gonna name it settings title, and we're gonna set the text to be settings. Alright, we have our settings, we have our shadow button. So all we have to do now is we have to align this so it's in the middle. So we're gonna do 0. Oops, don't do that. That's the size. Go to position 0.5, and second one 0.5. Now it's in the middle, and we can turn off this visibility. Actually, no, duplicate it, and then we'll turn off this visibility. we're going to turn this into our credits. So do the same thing, name the frame credits, and we're going to delete the button. Then just duplicate the settings title. I'm going to name it credits name 1. And actually, you can just name it credits name. Alright, you can name it whoever you want to put in your credits. You can just whatever color you want to put. I'll put my name. I don't know, I'm the guy. Alright, and I'll just add a few more. You can place them however you want to. It can be in the middle, or you can, drag them over. I'll leave them in the middle. So I'm gonna turn off the, oh crap. Change the settings title to be credits title, and name it, the text to be credits. Alright. So we have a few frames that we can use. So we should be set. Alright. So we're gonna enable the title again and the buttons. And we're gonna get some positions. So first, take the title. Actually, alright. So inside of the main menu, create a local script. And name it. Actually, make it inside of the starter GUI and name it main menu handler. Alright, so I'm just gonna make some notes of the positions. So first, click on the title, and whatever this position is, highlight it, copy it, put 2 dashes, and paste it. So this is our position 1, and then you want to do the same thing for the title, except you want to move it up. So it's gonna move it up, so we'll just make it like, I don't know, I'll try 0. Alright, -1, no, -0.5. I don't know how far up that just went, so I'll do -0.1. I'm not sure where that went, but we'll see when we play. So just copy that, do the same thing, 2 dashes, paste it, position 2, and then we're gonna do the same for the buttons. We're gonna get position 1, and then we're gonna move it down. So we just increase this, we'll make it like 1.5. No, not 45. 1.1. Okay, yeah. We'll make it 1.3. Then we'll copy it and paste it, position 2. Alright, so we have some notes. So we're gonna do local queen service equals game get service queen service. We're gonna need queen service. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing. We're gonna add 1 frame. We're going to make it in the middle of the screen by making position 0.5, 0.5, and then anchor point 0.5, 0.5. You already know the drill. And we're gonna just change the size to be 2000 by 2000. So it should cover your entire screen. Make the background color black and name the frame black frame. Well, we'll just name it black. Alright. Turn the visibility off. So yeah, we should have this. We should have these frames. Okay. So we're gonna do local black equals script parent dot main menu dot black. And we're gonna do local buttons equals script dot parent dot main menu dot buttons, and vice versa. We're gonna get everything. So local credits equals script dot parent dot main menu dot credits, and we just for settings and title we'll just do the same thing. Title, settings, and we'll do options. Alright. Settings. We'll change this just so you don't get confused. So change the settings frame to be named options. And then inside the settings title, name it options title, and set the text from settings to options. And that should fix everything. So we're good now. Oh, I just thought of something. Alright. Rookie mistake again. So, in anything that's... Alright. So make the credits visible. We'll start with credits. Go into options, copy and paste the option shadow button. Paste it into credits. Make it small. Put the text to be X. And put it in the corner. We need a button for you to get out of this menu. You can decorate it however you want. So I'm going to edit a little bit. I'm just going to turn the transparency up a little bit. There we go. Alright. So, name it exit button. Exit credits. I mean, we'll do it exit credits. Okay, so now this one's set. We can make it not visible anymore. Then we're going to open the options. Paste that button. We're going to name it exit options. And then we're going to close it. And we're good. Alright. So we need to add our exit buttons. So options and credits. I'm going to do local exit credits. Button. Script.parent. Main menu. Credits. Exit credits. You could just do... Actually, yeah, you could just do credits. Exit credits. But for some reason it breaks whenever I do that, so we're just going to do it this way. A janky way. Local exit option equals parent main menu options exit options. All right, this should be everything. So we can program the main menu, just the text and buttons coming in. So what we're gonna do is repeat wait until game is loaded, and then we're going to do clean service create clean service create black clean info.new, and this is how many seconds you want the black trim to take the fade in. So we'll do just 2, and then weird curly brackets, background transparency equals 1, and then play. So it's gonna make that black background fade in, but before we do that we need to make it visible. So here we'll do black dot visible true. All right, so that should work. Okay, so now just copy that, and we're gonna make the menu fade in, like titles. So we're gonna do title. We're gonna keep that tune info, and we're going to do, so we'll do position equals, and we're gonna use something new. We're gonna use udim2.new, and this is basically like, it's sort of like how you can move apart. Like you'd use vector 3, but since it's UI, you use udim2. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll just copy the values from position 2, because this is our title. So we'll do 0.5, 0, negative 0.1, 0. And then we'll copy the script, paste underneath, and we'll do buttons. And we'll do the same thing, except we'll change it to position 2 for the buttons. So 0.5, 0, 1.3, 0. Oops, put 2 of those there. Alright, we can press play just to test it out. So you'll fade in and there should be... Alright. I made a mistake in the programming. I forgot. Change options to be options. It was settings before. I forgot to change it. So, just to avoid any bugs. What you want to do now is, you want to do black, visible. We'll do settings. Oops. Options, visible. Title. No, not options. God. We'll do title. Visible. Capture on. And then we'll do buttons. Options. True. Alright. So, if you play it... Whoa. I messed that up big time. Okay. Change this to be title. When I was copying and pasting, I didn't change it. Alright. Oh, I forgot. Position 1 is the one you want to do. I'm sorry. So it switched the title's position to be 0.50 0.2020, and we'll do the same thing for the buttons. Forgot position 1 is the one where it's in like the middle of the screen. Position 2 is what you do to make it go away. So 3 0. So press play. After fixing things I broke, have this. Okay, but no buttons. So, oops, I did not change that. Alright, sorry. Switch it to position 1. That was my mistake. Alright, so we have a simple title thing that came in, and some simple buttons. So, let's make it a little bit nicer. Create a part in the workspace. Name it cam part. And anchor it. Then underneath its properties, to show indication, show orientation indicator, my bad. And just drag it, position it up, because this is going to be the camera that the players like sees through when they spawn in. So we'll just do this, and we'll just leave it like that. Alright, so instead of our script, we need to get the cam part. So on the top, we'll add cam part equals game.workspace dot cam part, and for anything, we'll put. Okay, so we have to get the player's camera as well. My bad. Camera equals game.workspace dot camera. Then we'll do camera.cframe equals cam part.cframe. Alright, after you have the camera and the camera.cframe equals cam part.cframe, we need to change the camera type so we can actually edit, like we can script it. So we'll do camera.camera_type equals enum.camera_type.scriptable. So if you press play and your code looks like this, your camera will be, actually, we'll make it go invisible first. So we'll take cam part and we'll do cam part dot transparency equals 1, cam part dot can collide equals false. Alright, now if you press play, your camera will be up in the air and you have your menu. So it's pretty simple. Alright, now we'll just hit the buttons. We'll do the play button first. So title.play buttons.play button mouse button, one click connect function, and for I be in pairs, and we need to get the main menu, so let's add a variable for it. So local main menu equals script.parent.main menu, and we'll do main menu get descendants to if v is a frame, then v dot transparency equals 1. No, v dot visible is false. And we'll change the player's camera. So we'll just copy this and we will turn it to custom. And we'll just, we'll switch to custom. So, oops. If you press play, it should fix your camera. So that's okay. That's simple. We got that one down. Now all we have to do is settings. My brain just turned off. So we'll do buttons, settings button, mouse button, one click, connect function. So we will disable the menu frame. So we'll do title, not visible equals false. And we'll do buttons, not visible equals false. Alright, I've changed my mind. Let's make this look a little cooler. Because we have these positions up here we need to use. So we're going to copy these tweens for the title and the buttons. And we're going to switch the positions to be the position 2s. So like when they're off the screen. So I'm going to change this to be 0.5 and negative 0.1. I'm going to do negative 0.3 just to make sure it's off the screen. And 0. And that's the wrong one. God. Alright, negative 0.3, and then for the buttons we'll do it's 1.3. Alright. So that will cause, we'll test it. I'll show you. So when you press, oops, God. Turn off the settings. We'll turn the visibility off. Alright, so we have this, and we press settings. This goes away. So we need that. Okay, back in the workspace, we'll turn the settings back on. We'll copy this position, and we'll name it settings, no, options. We'll just paste it. Options, position 1. Just so we don't get confused, because I only did position 1 for these ones. Then we'll do the same thing, except we'll move it to the left. So 0.2, negative 0. Negative 0.2. We'll do negative 0.4 just to be safe. You can copy that. We'll do options position 2, and now we can copy this. We'll do options, and we will get position 1. So we'll paste this here, 0.5. Alright, so when you press play, it gets rid of it. When you press settings, it does this. So now we just need to program this button so it goes back. So we'll do exit options dot mouse button one click function, and we can just use the same code, except we'll change the values around. So you can actually just copy the title and buttons from up here, and then for the options, just whatever your position 2 was. So and now when you press play, when you press settings, you have this, and you press it, we get back to the title screen, so everything works. Alright. So we just need to do, we'll program the settings button real quick. So we'll do, I keep saying settings, I mean options. Options dot, and we'll get exit button. No, we'll do shadow button. Shadow button, mouse button one click, and function. And we'll just do local shadows equals 2. And we'll do if shadows equals true, then. So basically, double equals checks if this It's just seeing if this is equal to true instead of setting it to true. So if shadows equals true, then game dot workspace no, we'll do lighting. Game dot lighting dot global shadows equals false, and we'll do shadows equals false. Else, oops, no, you put an else. Else, get shadows. No, else shadows equals true. And then we'll, above that, we'll put the lighting thing and we'll make it true. So we'll test this real quick. Alright. Guess we will have to do that if. Oh, yeah, we'll just add the if. Else, if shadows equals false, then we'll just add an N. Oops, I cannot spell. Alright. I was trying to see if it would just work, but it didn't, so my bad. Alright. Fixing the formatting. We try this one now. Wow, it just doesn't want to. Alright. Oh, I'm a moron. That wasn't even the issue. That's just because I put the variable in there. Just put this variable we'll put it at the top with everything else. That's where variables go. Don't put them inside the button. Playing like a dummy, making dumb decisions. Alright. Now if you go into settings, yep, you can switch the shadows on and off. And then you can exit and you can press play. Alright, we just need to make the credits, which is going to be really easy. So we will now grab the credits. We will make them visible. And you know the drill. We're going to just grab this position, which is just 0.5, 0.5. I like to keep track of it though. So we'll do. And then in order to move it off the screen, we'll do 0.9. No, oops, wrong one. I think it's this one. 9. Alright, we'll do 1. We'll just do 2. Alright. So we can paste that in. We're going to do credits. Switch to 2. So we will just get the credits button. So we'll do credits. Okay. Buttons dot credits button dot mouse button 1 click connect function, and then we're gonna just paste some same code that we always paste in here. We're gonna get the title and the button. So what we have to do is just copy this code. We'll copy the tweens from the settings button and paste them. So we don't have to change these ones, I think. So we just need to change this one to be credits, and then we need to change it to be 2. And you know, because we have this position, this moves it off the screen. I'm going to test it real quick. So our settings work. Oh, forget, I'm dumb. We don't want it off the screen. We're going to set to 0.5. Forgive me. Alright. So if you press your credits, there we go. Our credits pop up. So we're going to switch the visibility of the credits off, and then we're going to make it so they can come back. So we'll do exit credits. Why did I name it exit credits button if this is only exit options? Hold on. God, my programming is whack. Alright. Just change this back. I don't know why I added button to that. So exit credits dot mouse button 1 click connect function like we've been doing, and You can copy the code from the exit options, and we'll just change the third tween to be credits, and we'll change it to udim.new, and our value for making it go off the screen, which is this one. So play it. We have play, we have our settings, which works. Our exit button works. We press credits. Whoa, we have to set visibility. Okay. Credit stuff. Visibility goes through. Alright. We'll do the same thing for the options. Set the visibility off, and then we'll do options.visible is true. Make a lot of mistakes in programming, but I feel like that's part of the process, even when you're a teacher. Alright, so we have play, settings, and credits. And it all works. That went away really fast. Okay. Maybe not two. Let's see. Option, we'll do, give me around credits. I'm gonna change the position to 1. We'll do 1.3. 1.2 maybe? Okay, yeah, 1.3 is the goal number. So inside of our exit credits, I'm gonna switch it to 1.3. Alright. I keep going to save and I just haven't saved it. I'll save it at the end of the tutorial. But make sure you save your place because you don't want to lose it. So if you press play, you get your awesome title, get 3 buttons, settings, your credits, and if you press play, it all goes away. Alright, I have an idea to make this look a little bit nicer. So first, we could just delete all of these. And we're going to get another frame. We're just gonna name it, I don't know, I'm gonna name it cool frame. Change the background color to be like, honestly, we can add some accent here. I'm gonna make it like a slight red. And then change, we'll just, okay, scale it up. So we're gonna set this to be 1200 by 1002. Alright. And then we're going to rotate it slightly. So it's like this. We're going to turn the transparency, the background transparency up. So it's more like this. Now we're just going to move this off the screen. So we're going to get in the middle. Then we're going to copy the position. And we're going to do this one more time. Position 1. And then we move it off the screen to negative. Sorry, negative 1.3 is usually the goal number. Then we'll do position 2. Alright. One more tween. So when the game first comes in, we're going to add our cool frame. Alright, so we have our cool frame. We're going to add a tween. So copy just any one of these. And we're going to name it full frame, and we're going to change the UDIM to be our position 1. So we'll change it to be negative 0.51 by negative 0.122. We'll keep it. Alright, so we have our positions. We can delete these. Change the cool frame's visibility to be off, and then we'll do cool frame dot visible true. Alright, so if you press play, Now you get this, and it's kind of weird because it overlays, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. Alright, in order to fix that, just set the cool frame to be 0, and then set the black to be 3, set the buttons to be 2, set all of the frames to 2, and then set all the buttons, like buttons and text labels, to be 1, which they are by default. So when you press play, it should all work. And look at that. Press play, our menu goes away. And we have our settings. It doesn't overlap over anything. And if you want to make it a little cooler, we can just make this change colors. So we grab the cool frame and let's mark its color. So we'll just paste that tween there. And we'll grab cool frame, we'll grab the color. We'll delete the position one. And we'll do background color 3 equals color 3.rgb. Paste that in. So this is our red, our like maroon looking color. We'll leave that there. But make sure you copy it. You can paste this into the settings. So we'll make the settings have like a cool, I don't know, this color. Looks like it's gonna burn my eyes. We have credits, okay. Paste this inside of the credits. And whatever you want the credits color to be. I'll do like a purple. Then copy the maroon one from up here. Copy this maroon one and put it inside of the exit button. Like both of the exit buttons. The exit options and the exit credits. And when you press play, we'll see how it looks. So settings. And our credits. And when you press play, it gets rid of it all. Oh, I thought of one more thing you can add just for coolness. Go into lighting and add a blur. And then turn the blur to be 0, turn that size to 0. Actually, no, we could leave the size to be, we'll leave it like this. Then turn the enable off, like disable it. Then we'll do local blur equals game.lighting.blur. Then we're gonna add a tween. So we're gonna set the value in here so when the player resets, the blur is still 22 anyway. We'll do local blur, no, not local blur. Blur dot size equals 22. And then where everything else is enabled, we'll do blur dot enabled equals true. Then when you press this, we're going to, so we'll copy, actually we'll just make a new tween. Tween service create blur tween info dot new 2 seconds. And then we'll do size equals 0. And we'll play it. And I'll make the, you know what, I'll make this 3 seconds just so not, like it's just a little bit slower than everything else. I think that might give it a good look. So when you press play, you have a blur. When you press this, it goes away. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and have fun developing. Thanks for watching.